guys, welcome back to my channel, Coffee with Stephanie. I'm Stephanie and I'm happy that you are here today. So this is going to be my what I got my kids for Christmas video. That way you get to see what we got them for Christmas, because Christmas morning can be crazy, chaotic, wrapping paper, tissue paper flying all over the place. So it may be hard for me to capture everything on film, going back and forth between each boy. So that this way you get a good look of what we got them. And the only thing I'm not going to show is their main gift, which I am super excited for them to receive, because I want to capture that on film. So, but everything else I will show you. Which, by the way, I had a dream last night, and it was a nightmare. It was like every mother's nightmare. I had a dream that they were opening up their main gift, and this is something that they've wanted for a long time, and I'm super excited to give it to them and to see their reaction. And I had a dream last night, nightmare, that they opened it and there was no emotion. They didn't care about it, you know, and it felt so real, and I was like, what the heck, you know, like you feel like a failure. Oh my gosh, I bought you the wrong gift, you didn't want that, you know. It's like, yeah, it was awful. Like, I'm glad it was a dream, and I know that's not going to be the reaction. The reaction isn't going to be like, you know, it was like they received socks and underwear, okay? It was that kind of reaction, you know. Yeah, so yeah, so I woke up and I was glad it was just a dream. Because I know that's not going to be the reaction. The reaction's going to be priceless. Yeah, so anyway, so let's start. I actually got the last gift in the mail this morning as the boys were leaving to go to school. This is their last week of school. I don't know whose bright idea was it to not have Christmas break start a week before Christmas, but yeah, their last day of school is Christmas Eve. Yeah, I don't like it, but yeah, that's how it is this year. So speaking of Christmas Eve, I always do a Christmas Eve box. They get a new pair of jammies, a book, and their favorite like candy or treat, okay? Okay, before I show you the jammies, I totally forgot these were in here. These are for every day. This isn't for Christmas. These were on clearance for $5. They're regular $7 pants. So these are for every day. I will wash them. Totally forgot, because I kind of like shoved the clothing in one bag and the jammies were on top, and I shoved it in the closet. So yeah, okay, but those are for every day. But for the Christmas Eve box, I got them both the same jammies. Barely tired, very cute. I was so lucky to find a pair of jammies in their size, because usually around this time jammies are slim pickings, and these were on sale for $9, regular $12, so that is awesome. So there we go. I am going to wash these, you know, detag them and wash them, because I probably will wear them that night. Okay, so I'm going to just leave those there and detag all that. Okay, and for the books, okay, this book came today for Henry. Now, Henry seems to go back and forth with reading like a chapter book, and right now he's not really reading chapter books. So I thought, you know, because I still want to get him a book, and we were at our bookstore a couple times. We saw The Grinch and we saw Santa, and he didn't really want to look around, so he didn't really pick out any books. He didn't really see anything. But Casey, on the other hand, did look around and did point out books for me, which was super helpful. But Henry was like, you know, he just didn't want to look around at the bookstore. He was there for the Grinch and Santa, and after that I was like, okay, I'm ready to go home. So I thought, well, I still want to get him a book, but I don't want to get him a chapter book. He has lots of chapter books, but I don't want to get a chapter book and then it ends up sitting there. So I figured, well, what's next best thing? A Where's Waldo book, and this arrived this morning. I got it online. at Indigo. And I didn't even know it was hardcover, and it was like this big of a book. Like, I was like, wow. And it retails for $19.99 Canadian, $14.99 US, but online it was just over $11, so that is a great deal, but only online. So if I went in the store and got it, I would have to pay full price. So yeah, so awesome deal. And who doesn't love Waldo? You know, we have many Waldo books, and it's just great to add to our collection. Yeah, and this one seems really, really fun. So that would be for Henry. Now for Casey, at our bookstore, he picked this book out, Grumpy Monkey Up All Night, and this was $24.99 Canadian, and in US it's $18.99. And this will be a book that he will be able to read, so it looks good. And that, yeah, that is the one book that he picked out. So that is their Christmas Eve box, and they get like a treat, their favorite candy. So yeah, so that is good. Okay, now on to the gifts. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright, so let's start with my oldest, Henry, who is 9 years old. Both boys picked out quite a few of their gifts. They were actually very helpful when we went shopping. They saw stuff, pointed out, and I was like, great, that helps a lot. And I take a picture, you know, and go back when they're not with me and grab it. So one thing I had grabbed when we were at Canadian Tire, picking out Christmas ornaments, and we always check out the toy section because Canadian Tire has a really good toy section come Christmas. And he picked out Monopoly Builder. I know, Monopoly, the never-ending game. You know, the number one game that starts arguments. But here we are. We'll see how it goes. I think it was like on sale for like 18 something. But yeah, he really wanted it, so he'll be happy with that. Now, growing up, we only had the original Monopoly, and nowadays there are a lot of versions of Monopoly, like a lot. Yeah. So it looks really fun though. You know, so yeah, we will play that in the new year and give us something to do when they're on school break. So yeah, so that is for him. Also picked him up at Walmart, headset for his Nintendo Switch. Alright, so yeah, you always have to replace these. They're not made that well. No, they're not. I think that was around $30. Oh, also at Canadian Tire, these are always a big hit, especially with boys. Dino Fossil Find. So, and this was on sale too. I think it was $15. It was Black Friday sale. So, yeah, they like that. Anything like this. So you get to build them, collect all four. Yeah. And then you get to smash it open. So right there, that's a big hit. If you gotta smash it open, that's a big hit with toys. Pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Alright, and on Amazon, I found this. It was like just under 20 bucks for his Nintendo Switch game console. It's a Luigi case. But it is 20 in one game essential kit for NS accessories. And I looked at it, and this is like everything that you get, and this was like 20 bucks. So I'm like, wow, that is well worth it. And he loves Luigi. Luigi's his favorite, probably because he's green. That's his favorite color. So awesome. Snap, and then you unzip it. So if we go anywhere, like, you know, Nana's and Papa's, you know, and his Nintendo Switch will be protected. And it comes with like all of this. Like, it comes with 4-in-1 thumb grips, little chicks or ducks, and you can change out your case. Like, this is, to me, I was like, I was impressed. Like, this was impressive. Like $20. Okay, so here is these parts. And oh wow, like a stand. I think that's like to lean it up against. Yeah, right here. Awesome. So if you're watching, you know, YouTube, and you can prop it up right there, and you know, maybe while you're, you know, having dinner or something, or having a snack, you know, there you go. And then it comes to the back, which looks like it's Easter themed, but hey, who cares? You know, it works. Yes. So I thought that was pretty good for $20. And I gotta put everything back. Yeah, but there's more. And on this side, you got like a cloth to clean the screen. Another cover. And you got this one too. So yeah, you got a whole lot. So pretty good. Oh, game card box. Okay, that's what that is. Okay. Wow. So you'll be happy with that. Oh, you put your games in here. I'm like, what the heck is a game card box? Can you tell I don't play? Perfect. So he can bring his games. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I thought that's pretty good. That was the Amazon. And we'll just put all this back. There we go. Nice and pretty. Alright, and then the last thing I got him, because I think this is it. I got it for Henry. Okay, I did not get it for myself, but yeah, I did. I got it for Henry. When we went to Walmart one night, he was looking at Star Wars toys, and he wanted a Star Wars toy. It was Princess Leia's droid in Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and it was $30 on rollback, but the thing was like this big. Didn't really do much. It would make the droid noise beep. Okay, you push a button, and the wings would move. And that was pretty much it. Like 30. Well, I think was it 40, 30. Yeah, no, I think it was 30. $30 for a piece of plastic that's like colorful. Yeah. You know, it's like, and it was small. So for, I think it was $44.97, I went with something, but he did point this out too. He wanted this too. Okay, he did point this out. I got it for Henry. What are you talking about? It might go missing. Yeah. To me, this is worth $44.97 because look how tall he is, and you get Baby Yoda, you get Grogu, and need I say more? He says more.
Wherever I go, he goes.
There we go. Alright, for some reason it's repeating that one. But still cute, and he comes out, you know, Yoda, Baby Yoda there, Grogu. Adorable. So he did point this one up too. So, yeah. Yeah, so well worth it. Yeah. Oh, and I have to grab a couple more things. Alright, I also grabbed 2 each of the door bowls for Henry and Casey, so Casey will also get 2 of these. I just grabbed 1 because the other 3 are in a Walmart box I totally forgot about because I ordered them online. Because when I grabbed this one, there was only 1 on the shelf, so I ordered them online, and I was like, oh, what's in that box? I'm like, oh yeah, ding, 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 yeah. Yeah, so, and that is it. All right, let me put this stuff away, and I'll get Casey's stuff. He's next. All right, next up is Casey, my 8-year-old. So like I said, Casey's gonna get 2 of these also, and I also got him 1 of the dino eggs. Now, one thing Casey wanted, I think he saw it at Canadian Tire, but I got it at Walmart. Beyblade. He really wanted that. So, and this was the last one on the shelf at Walmart, and I think it was close to 50 bucks. So, he will love that. Okay, and he also wanted Connect 4, the spin one. So when I first started looking for this, Walmart was sold out. It was on rollback, I think for 20 something, and Canadian Tire didn't have any, and I was like, oh, okay, hopefully they come back in stock. And when I went shopping, I think was it last week at Walmart, and they had plenty in stock, so I grabbed him one because he really wanted this, and it looks a lot of fun, so we're going to have fun playing games over the Christmas break. And at our bookstore, he also picked out this T-Rex puzzle, National Geographic. So this looks like fun. It's 100 pieces. This was only $18.99, which I think was pretty reasonable. So yeah, we'll be doing that over our holiday break. Yeah, that will be fun. And this was the last one too. They had other dinosaurs, but this was the last T-Rex one. Yeah, and I'm thinking, you know what, if we really like it, I will pick up more of the National Geographic puzzles. And I think that's a really good price. Yeah. Alright, and also when we were at our bookstore, he saw the Fly Guy books. So I got them off of Amazon. So, and this will really be great for him to practice his reading. So I got him I Spy Fly Guy, and they're the same price on Amazon and like in the bookstore, $7.99. And Super Fly Guy, Shoe Fly Guy, and Hi Fly Guy. I think this is the first one. I think I got like 1, 2, 3, and this one is like, I don't know, number 6 or 7, but I just liked it because it was like I Spy Fly Guy, and that's like one thing we always play is I Spy games. So that's what it reminded me of. So I'm like, you'll know, it looks super cute. And there's also like a where is it? Oh, let's see. Not showing it. Like something like, you know, there was an old woman who swallowed a fly. Yeah, there's like a book like that I thought, oh, that'd be cute too. There's lots of them. Like, I think double digit. Yeah, oh, here. There was an old lady who swallowed Fly Guy. So I was like, oh, that one would be cute to get him too. And they're really, like, really easy to read. But they're really short books, so that's why I got him, like, a few. But yeah, they'll be really easy for him to read, and he can practice his reading. So that is great. And yeah, and just one more thing, I think. And then I can start wrapping. I don't want to wrap though. Tim Hortons, when I got my Christmas ornament, Casey, I think, did Casey? No, it was Henry who went with the hubby. But he mentioned that Tim Hortons had a snow globe, and this was like back in November. And then it's like, oh, okay, you know, and like, yeah, and then I totally forget about it until I went with my dad that one day, and we went to a drive-through, and there was a picture of a snow globe, and I was like, oh, ding, 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 ding. And it's like, okay, the next day, the hubby went to see if they still had any. They had one left. And Casey loves snow globes. He's like me. I always had a snow globe in my room growing up. I always have snow globes for Christmas out. So I am super excited for him to open this one. It was the last one. So I was very, very happy. I think it's super adorable. Tim Hortons, you know, like, it's just so cute. And he's gonna love it. And it's the right size because it's not too big or heavy, right? I love it. And I was like, oh, this would be great. You know, if they come out with a snow globe every year like they do with the ornament, we could get him one every year. And I thought that would be great, you know, for him to collect. Like, I collect the ornaments, right? So, super cute. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I just can't wait till he, you know, he opens it. I used to have, growing up, for Christmas, I had a Precious Moments snow globe, and I absolutely loved it, and it was totally different from any other snow globe, because it wasn't in the shape of a circle. It was in the shape of a Christmas tree. Unfortunately, my mom accidentally broke that one, but I did find another one, but it wasn't in the shape of a Christmas tree. It was just your regular round one, you know. And I think this made me think of that because I'm like, what happened to that one? And I think that one I must have broke because I don't have it with my decorations, and I would not have gotten rid of it, so it probably did end up breaking. And I haven't really seen, like, then those came from Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire used to have, like, Precious Moments snow globes, not anymore. And I wish they did. They have the ones where, like, you push the button. I'm like, oh, that's not fun, you know? Yeah, so, and, like, finding, like, a Precious Moment snow globe, it's hard. It really is. Yeah. I know, I need to replace mine. Finding one that's in the shape of a tree is even more rare. Like, I have never seen another one like that. So, yeah. So, I love it that he is into snow globes because I always had a snow globe. And I always have 1 or 2, 3 or 4 out for Christmas, you know. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's what we got the boys for Christmas this year. We did cut back a little bit. We just got, you know, what they absolutely wanted, and there's some stuff that I didn't get. Oh, wait, we still have to get a Roblox gift card. We're going to do that, and we're going to be super duper careful because I know there's that scam going around. That's been happening for like around a year or 2, I think, but this year seems to be really bad. I keep hearing about it online. Stores around here like No Frills, Shoppers, and Walmart, but I do know you kind of have to feel the back of the barcode, and if it feels bumpy, then that is a no. That's a big no. Yeah, no good. So we're gonna be super duper careful. Yeah, but that's pretty much all we have to get them is the Roblox gift cards, and that is it. So yeah, who wants to start wrapping? I don't like wrapping. I don't. No. Gift bags if I could. Oh, I would. I do not like wrapping. No, I don't. No. It does not bring me joy. And our gifts don't go underneath the tree until Christmas Eve because I cannot trust my kids when there's gifts underneath the tree because they're my kids. They're mine. Which means I know they're like me. They're going to peek. You know, so that's why, yeah, no. You know, gifts don't go out until Christmas Eve. Yeah, because they will peek. They will. Yeah, that's for sure. Alright, so now I can start wrapping, and yeah, so that's it for this video. Yeah, we did, you know, cut back a little bit this year because inflation doesn't help, but we got them what they wanted, and they were very helpful. I went shopping, and they pointed stuff out, and yeah, which makes it easy. Yeah, so, and really, it's not what's under the tree. It doesn't matter how much is under there. That's not what's important. You know, the reason we celebrate is for Jesus. Yeah. So it's his birthday after all. Alright guys, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And now it's time to wrap. Although I think I'm going to put this in a gift bag because this is going to be hard to wrap. It will look like a it will look like a T-Rex wrapped it. That's what it's going to look like if I wrap that. Yeah. Because he has short arms and he can't really wrap. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next fun video. Take care. Be blessed. And as always, ta-ta for now. Bye. Alright, so let's start with my oldest, Henry, who is 9. So some stuff he did pick out. I think the most of the stuff the boys wanted they picked out when we were out shopping. And one thing that he picked out at Canadian Tire when we were picking out Christmas ornaments, he picked out a Monopoly builder. I know, Monopoly. The one game that nobody, you know, should play. Like, no family should play this because that's like what the #1 argument game, right? You always argue. But this is a definitely a different version. Growing up, there was only one version, okay, the original of Monopoly, and now there's so many different versions. Virgins. Did I seriously say virgin or versions?